And welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Advance 4. Last time we finished World 4, which is the giant land, and this time we are going into World 5, which I don't actually know the name of. I was trying to remember it, but I can't. I just cannot remember what the heck this is actually called. I want to call it Skyland, but that sounds really dumb. Because Skyland is an oxymoron. It can't happen. You can't have a land and, well, I guess it does happen in this game, so never mind, but I mean, grammatically speaking, it is very weird to have a land that's also sky. That's just what I'm saying. That was like really way too much information. There's actually a music box in that level, but I'm not using music boxes, so why should I try to get it? This level has a very famous skip, and also a very famous glitch. You can actually warp to the end of the game in this level if you do it right. You can also land on this block and you get a shortcut. I think you have to do this in the speedrun too. Even if you are just gonna go for the save corruption or whatever the heck it is. I don't even know what glitch it is. I think it's like an underflow. Where you just like screw up the game's code basically, and it's just like I don't know what to do. I'm pretty sure a lot of stuff basically has to do with position vectors. Basically you just like screw up the game's code, so the game's like, I don't know where you are, so then it just takes you to the ending because it doesn't know where the heck you are relative to where you should be within the code. Something like that. I don't know. I'm not a technician. I'm not a programming kind of guy. I've tried to take programming classes. I usually hate them because, well, let's just put it this way. I usually end up with people on teams that have no clue what they're doing, or basically don't, like, communicate well at all. I'm not gonna say I communicate well at all, because that'd be a big fat lie, but, wow, some people just, like, don't talk to other people, even if they're assigned to a group where, like, they have to talk to each other. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, so I'm better working solo. It's actually funny because I've never actually done a collab LP, so that sort of is extending to my LPing. I'd actually want to do a collab at some point, which frankly, this will go up after the update, which will be really awkward. Yeah, I don't know who I want to actually collaborate with. I have a couple people in mind, but I'm actually not like super confident about asking them. They're not like super famous people, but they're like people I have a ton of respect for, so I kind of am afraid to ask. Because this person isn't even like mega famous even, they're just more famous than I am basically. But I still respect them, you know, as people, as a person, in this case, because I'm talking about one person, and as a Let's Player, LPer. I don't know, just saying LP and sticking an adjective suffix on the end is just really awkward to me. I just don't think I'll ever get used to that, so I'll probably just say Let's Play or Let's Playing, just because I don't like saying LPing or LPer. It just sounds weird to me. I know a lot of people do use those terms. I don't know. Anyway, we finished the fort. I probably should point that out. If you get Fire Flower, always check this spot, because that's a huge indicator. Because if there's a Fire Flower there, then cool, you got a match, but otherwise, you may have to do a little more digging. There are set arrangements, I think there are like 20 patterns. So, yeah, you can kind of get a feel for it. I mean, you'll never know exactly until you get all of them, but if you play the game enough, you start to figure out certain patterns. This level is actually famous, by the way, because it is the only appearance of the Kuriboh shoe in Mario until Super Mario Maker. Mario Maker brought, oh shoot, like shoe. Okay, that was a bad pun. Basically, the Kuriboh shoe lets you jump on spiky objects, and Mario Maker also lets you jump on saws, which is a non-issue in this game because there are no saws. Saws were introduced in Mario World, which unfortunately the saws in Mario Maker don't have some of the same properties, meaning the saws in Mario Maker are actually really bad to deal with. Yeah, you have to hit them from below, not from above. That is a difference with Mario Maker. I wish they had the All-Stars graphics too. Like, I would, like, you know, they've been good about DLC. But but I'd be totally down for like a patch, or even paid, really. Like a paid update where you can get like All-Stars graphics for the first 3 styles. Not the first 3, the first 2 styles. I would be totally down for that. I don't know how likely it would be, but I would pay like $5 for that, or $10. I've never played All-Stars, by the way. I've never played All-Stars. I've only played the original versions and also the GBA versions. And in the case of Super Mario Bros, actually the Game Boy Color version, not even the Game Boy Advance version. Yeah, I've played the original version of Lost Levels, the original version of, what's that game called? The original version of 1 and 2 through Virtual Console / Ambassador Program. For those who don't know, the Ambassador Program was where Nintendo gave away free games because they charged a ridiculous amount for the 3DS and felt bad about it. That is my summary of it. This level is actually very, very unique. It's a tower. It has a unique gimmick. I hate using the word gimmick because it's not really a gimmick per se, but you know what I'm trying to say. It has a unique aspect of basically being the only level that you can actually replay, and there's actually a reason for that. This connects the ground to the sky, so that's why. And that actually makes 2-player a pain in the butt because both people actually have to play it. It's not one where you just clear it and then boom, warp pipe. You have to actually do it with both players. Got the micro Goombas and the blocks. I don't know if we'll get through the whole world in one video. I haven't really thought about it. Sadly, World 5 is really awkward in that it's not... It doesn't lend itself to an even split very well. I guess it does if you count the tower twice, but it's like a long world with no like good breaks. Like, I feel like the ground portion should... This is not like a half and half split with the ground. So that makes it a little bit difficult to try to play a Let's Play. A lot of people just end whenever the heck they feel like it, whenever they hit time, or whatever their definition of time is. Why am I showing this again, actually? Maybe I should just cut this. And we're back. So, yeah, I'm gonna cut that. Just no point in playing it twice. Okay. This level sucks, just fair warning. Got spinny platforms. If you don't have a raccoon tail, you're probably screwed. Fair warning. Some of these platforms bend, some will just flip you around. I would sing a song, but I don't want to get flagged. A lot of people sing this song in LPs though, so I don't know. While spinning platforms, I don't know, I half expected you'd be able to figure it out just because, I don't know. Never mind, moving on. Okay, Cloudland, Skyland, whatever the heck it's called, I don't know. Pretty good graphics actually for Game Boy, being able to render the map that detailed at a distance. Oh, there are 10 levels, I could split it actually. But I have to actually do the math, which I don't feel like doing math right now. I'm recording an LP to get away from doing math right now, to be completely honest. Yeah, but I'm a math major, in case I haven't already mentioned it like a million times. I'm good at math, I like math. Math doesn't like me back though, unfortunately. And make of that statement what you will. Basically, it's like, I like math, but it's like, it's hard, so it tends to like kick my butt a lot in terms of problems and stuff, so it's like, I appreciate the logic behind math, but I do know when to quit, basically. Yeah, we can do this in one video. No need to cut. Sadly, though, we have 2 auto-scrollers. 3 counting the fortress. This one at least isn't as pokey as World 4's, but it introduces the Parabeetles, which are basically flying Buzzy Beetles. Nothing more intricate than that. If you don't have the Tanuki or the Raccoon, you're probably a little bit toast. I'd like to see a small Mario run this, to be honest. I killed him on an instinct. I regret everything. I seriously regret killing that Buzzy Beetle, Parabeetle, because it's just one less platform to worry about. And this is when the level gets sucky. speaking of which, I haven't actually mentioned where the White Toad House is. Because frankly, I don't actually know where the White Toad House is. I forgot to Google it. It's somewhere. Just probably this level actually, because of how freaking many coins there are. Anyway, that's one auto-scroller down. The next auto-scroller is worse. Fair warning. It sucks. Like, it is like really bad. I hit a wall with this level on a previous recording attempt. Oh wait, there are only 9. Never mind, so I am actually right in that it wouldn't be divisible by whatever number I was thinking of. It wouldn't be divisible by 2. So I can't split the world in half, basically is what I'm trying to say, but I can't English good. This fortress is actually considered one of the hardest fortresses, outside of one in World 7, which is really bad. It's really frustrating. Oh snap. Just keep moving, just keep moving. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. This could be bad. This is really bad. Just please don't let there be a dry bones here. Shoot, it went left. I was hoping it would go right. Run like heck. Dodge dry bones, done. Whew. Okay, that gets the blood pumping just a little bit. Oddly enough, we have a totally empty room. It's weird because there've been a lot of block patterns. But he flies, which makes sense because it's Skyland, Cloudland. I don't know. But again, I just find the term Skyland hilarious. Which is funny because Skylanders is a thing. Okay, so we cleared that first try with small Luigi, so I'm totally happy with that. No matter what happens from here, at least I did that part first try. Yeah, difficulty spike kicks in World 6, by the way. Just FYI. Actually, I should do this with Mario. This level sucks. Or is it this level? No, it's not this level, it's 8. Which I just saddled Luigi with, basically. Thanks! There's a warp pipe down there, I don't know how to get out of it. I hear the Grumps had trouble. I haven't actually watched your playthrough because I don't really follow their videos. But I hear that, like, they went down that one pipe and then they got stuck. That's all I know. Yeah, not a fan of the Game Grumps, nothing against them. They're nice people, I just don't like the commentary style. Okay, so now we have a dilemma of what do we actually do here? I'm gonna use a mush because, well, I don't want to die. Gotta wait for him to jump up, for obvious reasons. Okay, so get that spawn, and then check all the blocks. All the blocks. It's usually bottom row, I think. Oh yeah, World 5 introduces a new mechanic during the airship, so that's gonna be fun. I don't like doing this with the Fire Flower. I'm like really opposed to doing this with the Fire Flower, so please let there be a raccoon tail. Thank you, game. Okay, so we're gonna actually go back here, which you may be thinking, what are you doing? Trust me on this one, you wanna do this. You do not wanna play this level legit. It is not fun. The only problem is getting sniped by a Spiny in midair and then falling to your death. So that's like a slight concern. Thankfully I didn't get sniped, which I'm honestly kind of amazed by. Again, I dread this level, so the fact that we didn't die is an achievement. I mean, that wasn't a speed run or anything, but the fact that we didn't die was an achievement in itself, if you ask me. I don't know why the text for the 5-up is so jittery, now that I think about it. Okay, so my recommendation for the next level is if you've gotten a white airship. No, wait a minute. Let me do math in my head real fast. Okay, so there's one level in World 8. There's one World 7. We have 3 P-Wings. And I don't want to cheap it out. I'm gonna do it legit. At least try it legit. This is actually one of the only vertical side-scrollers in the game. I think it's the only one, actually. Fun fact, vertical scrolling in gaming basically started with Kid Icarus because they wanted to do something weird. And also Metroid did that too for a lot of it. That block sucks because you can accidentally hit your head on it and fall, so that's not good. And then Fire Chomp, because this level just wants to be a jerk, basically. Complete and utter jerk. I think another one shows up partway through. Oh boy, this is a thing. Do not care. Okay, we made it first try. That's the theme of this video, first try, everything. Which is actually hilarious. I died more in first World 4 than World 5 in terms of off-screen failed recordings. That is actually really hilarious now that I think about that. I actually died in World 4 in failed attempts and total in World 5. Across all attempts. Because I only died one time. There's only one failed take for World 5. Which was, I died during the first fortress. But that's beside the point. You don't need to know that. So I think I have like 10 off-screen deaths by now. Blah 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 blah. That's an albatross from Super Mario Bros. 2. Which was actually originally erroneously... Wait a minute. Okay, there was a translation error, and I'm trying to remember if it was the albatross that was called Birdo, or if it was like the ostriches that were called Birdos. Again, I'm not really familiar with Super Mario Bros. 2. It is probably my weakest Mario game, like skill-wise. I'm garbage at Super Mario Bros. 2. Let's just put that. I'm garbage at both 2s actually. I'm not any better at Lost Worlds. Not Lost Worlds, that's Sonic. Lost Levels. Lost Levels, that's the name of it. You can actually get up on these. Why would you? I don't know. I wish those were in Super Mario Maker, actually. I almost just fell to my death. Because there's weird screen scrolling glitches in this game where it's like, oh, you weren't quite, like, the bottom of the level was, like, below the death plane. That actually happens in this game. This part is kind of a hallway of pain and suffering. Okay. That was not the smoothest run of that I've ever seen in my life, but we made it. Actually, this Koopaling is really easy, meaning I'm gonna die on it. His gimmick is that he stomps the floor and stuns you, like demonstrated. So, and this is another gimmick I want to show. The airship actually moves, and I want to show it here because I was hoping it would do something different. But it actually was being really nice this time. So, unfortunately, I didn't get to say what I was going to say. But anyway, I'm going to cut back to where we were, so just a moment. And we're back. So, what I was going to say is sometimes the jerkish thing that this game does, this level does, is that the airship will actually go to the lower level, meaning you have to actually go through the tower in reverse. Shoot. Yeah, it's just not doing it this time. Oh well. Yeah, I wish I could show that, but anyway, be right back again! So we made it this time without actually getting hit, so I'm happy about that. What I did was actually just glide over everything. I just jumped off on that great block and made it to another section where I didn't have to worry about, like, the hallway of death. Or whatever I called it last time. I don't remember what I called it, but something looked like hallway of death. And in any case, so we had 2 deaths there. So we're up to like 12 or 13. I'm not really keeping track, since most of them are off screen in like failed attempts. Like I die at the very beginning of a recording session, so I'm like, okay, might as well just start over at this rate. All it does is drag down the video, really. In any case, we saved another king. Blah 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 blah. Same old, same old. So we got the cloud. The creatures trapped in the ice will come to life if warmed. So, appropriately enough, fanfare. Appropriately enough, saving. Appropriately enough, we are now in Iceland, so her advice comes true immediately. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Super Mario Advance 4.